Hi everyone and welcome back to Maths and Physics, Mr. Simons. It's nice to have you back. Right now, energy and change, grade 11, but now we're looking at the fourth variation from the November 2017 paper where we give you an incomplete equation reaction, right? I hope you've liked and subscribed. You are following me. And please leave some comments if you want to and what you feel I should do to make it even more easier and better for you to study. Right, so the equation for the combustion of butane gas is given below. So combustion, and most of the time we react with oxygen. So when we make a fire outside, we need oxygen for combustion. So butane gas reacts with oxygen to form always carbon dioxide and water. Right, for next year, grade 12, you need to know any combustion reaction with the organic compound will always form a product of carbon dioxide and water. Delta H is less than 0, so they should know it's exothermic. Again, as you can see, define the term activation energy. So they like asking this definition. Right, 7.2 is the combustion of butane, exothermic or endothermic. Give a reason for your answer. 7.3, draw a sketch graph, potential energy versus course of reaction for the reaction above. Must show activation energy, heat of the reactants or heat of the reaction and reactants and products. And then to end off, determine empirical formula of butane gas if it consists of 82.76% carbon and 17.24% hydrogen. Right, so the equation for combustion of butane gas is given below. Find the term activation energy. So by now, activation energy means the minimum energy needed for reaction to take place. In short, for anything in life to take place, we require some energy. All right, I hope you put your energy into putting in maximum effort into becoming the best version of yourself. Right, but activation energy, minimum energy needed for reaction to take place. It's the combustion of butane, exothermic or endothermic. Give a reason for your answer. Delta H less than 0, therefore exothermic. Energy is released, or I can say delta H less than 0. 1 mark for exothermic, 1 mark for a reason. Right. 7.3, draw a sketch graph for potential energy versus course of reaction for the reaction above. Clearly indicate the following on the graph. Activation energy, EA. Heat of the reaction, delta H, and reactants and products. So we always start with the reactants. We always end with products. This reaction is exothermic. So if it's exothermic, more energy is released than what is taken in. So there from reactants taken into the highest point, that is referred to as my activation energy, EA. Right, and the difference in energy between where my reactants are and my products, that is referred to as the heat of the reaction, delta H. So 1 mark for activation energy, correctly identified, 1 mark for heat of reactions, and 1 mark for my products having lower energy than my reactants. Right, so I hope you follow. Must be able to draw these graphs. Right, now determine the empirical formula of butane if it consists of 82.76% carbon and 17.24% hydrogen. So for carbon there, again, we're going to work with N equal to M over M. Right, so my percentage I change to grams, and molar mass of carbon is 12. So 82.76 divided by 12. For hydrogen, 7.24 grams divided by 1. It gives me 6.896 mole, and this gives me 17.24 mole. To get the ratio of carbon to hydrogen, we always divide by the smallest of the two. So 6.896 divided by 6.896, 17.24 divided by 6.896. This gives me 1, and that gives me 2.5. There, if I multiply both items by 2, that would become 2 and 5. So empirical formula is C2H5. Right, and that's for my butane gas. Right, so I hope we follow, I hope we together. Wish you nothing but the best. Continue practicing. till you become better and become the best version of yourself. You are destined for greatness. Just continue working hard. God bless. Bye.